Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It's Saturday. Not a lot's going on, but there was really something special. I think it came out last night, where Donald Trump is going around saying he knows nothing about Project 2025, and then he says some of it's good, some of it's bad. So if you know nothing about it, how can you know that? He has to be the dumbest motherfucker on this planet. Honest to God, he's crazy. You people want to vote for him? Now look at what we have, all right? We have an absolute moron running for president on the Republican ticket. We have a nice old guy running for office on the Democrat ticket. Now, behind them on the Democratic ticket, since that's the one that everybody's talking about right now, you have Kamala Harris, which is, let me explain something about this, all right? I don't think there's any way that she gets elected. And not because I have anything personally against her or that I despise her. I really don't know enough about her to formulate an opinion based on politics. I will tell you that people will be upset with her for several reasons. First, she's a woman running for president, and Republicans are full of anti-feminists. Secondly, she's black. There are racists on both sides of the aisle. I saw that when I started reading comments that were made to President Obama. And I used to read them, they used to show up on Yahoo. Wow, some of that stuff shouldn't have been printed and should have been censored just because of the language. But if you think that Donald Trump is going to sit there and allow that to happen when he hated Obama with a passion because he was black. Now this is a woman and she's black. You've got every racist, bigot, male chauvinist, white supremacist, whatever you want to call them, they're all going to be voting against her. It would take a miracle for her to get elected. Do I think she can do the job? Based upon the little that I've read, yes. Is she qualified? Yes. Is she a nice person? I don't know. I haven't gone that deep into her personality or anything like that, but you don't have to be nice to be president. You have to be strong and willing to do the things that are right. I just don't think that they're going to allow that to happen anywhere because of the fact that she's white, that she's black, and she's a woman. I just can't see the Republican. If she wins, if she becomes the runner for the Democratic Party, and she wins, Donald Trump will blow his brains out on national TV. Stupid. The thing that's really bad and stupid about this is not that that's the only choice. They base their choices on other things than what I'm saying when they pick a candidate. I don't know enough about her to say this, that, or the other thing. I'm just telling you what I believe the Republicans will do. They will just absolutely go crazy. Now, the other thing that came out last night is that Trump says I said that at the beginning of this piece, that Trump knows nothing about Project 2025. Now, if you read the Rolling Stone article that I read, then that was just one of several articles. It just happens I get Rolling Stone emailed to me. So, if you read that and you look at the people that are working for Project 2025 and working for the Platform Committee for the Republican National Committee, okay? He cannot know. He has to know everything that's there, Does he agree with everything? I don't know, because he won't discuss it because he says he doesn't know. But if he doesn't know that, he's too dumb to be president. When his own party is Platform Committee people are working on something, and he doesn't know anything about it, then he doesn't deserve to be president because he's too stupid. Okay? Now, I don't know how he's going to cover that one up, You know, I mean, he's already said, well, there's some good things in it. Come on. If you know that, you know what's in it. 800 pages. It's like the Mein Kampf. It's like having Himmler and Göring and those people in the background writing your manifesto. You know, it's ridiculous. The similarities between Hitler and Trump. I mean, Hitler blamed the Jews. Trump blames the immigrants for all our problems. Okay, and of course he blames the Democrats too. But the Democrats are the reason there's so many immigrants. Okay, our financial problems, our economic problems go back to the fact that trickle down economics by Ronald Reagan, who was just an ass. And you say that to a Republican, and they flip out because they think he's God. He's God because he started taking things away from the working man. Look, I'm not saying the Democrats are the party of the working man. I'm not saying the Democrats are anything. You know, I'm based upon what I read. I tell you that politicians right now, on both sides of the aisle, really don't give a shit about you and me. When I say you and me, I'm 78 years old and retired, living on Social Security. All right? They want to take Social Security away. I have no money to invest. I have no money anywhere. Just Social Security. I've been on. I stopped working when I was around 62. So I've been unemployed basically for a long time. I live down in Colombia, where I don't have a command of the language. There's nothing I can do at my age down there because they're worse than the United States when it comes to putting old people to work. You have to be rich and old if you want to work. If you're old and you're not rich, they don't want to know you. You got nothing to bring to the table. Oh God, I don't know. I'm not worried about me. I told you that a long time ago. I don't have a long time left on this planet. I'm at the end of my life, not the beginning of my life. I worry about the people that are at the beginning of their lives and what they're going to face. A fascist government. I've watched and I've read the book, Handmaid's Tale. I've watched the whole series on television, and that's not something you want to see happen in the United States. And basically that started with people waking up, and it was done. You know, it was just very weird. And you have Orwell's 1984. Oh, God, please. Maybe that's when it started, I don't know. But that's another scenario you don't want to see. You know? You don't want to see another Trump. Whoever wins... no. Sorry. I started thinking of two different subjects at the same time. If the Democrats win, it's not going to be a peaceful transition. It's not going to be a peaceful administration. It will probably take another 4 years after that for everything to get back to some sense of normalcy. It depends on what they do. If they have to fight, if they have to spend their time and energy fighting Donald Trump when he gets... if Biden gets reelected, if they have to spend their time and energy fighting Donald Trump, nothing's going to get done because nothing's getting done now. The biggest thing we can do is get rid of the Republicans that are afraid to talk or compromise. We need like people like John McCain and Biden when he was much younger to sit down and to negotiate. That's the only way anything's going to get done in this country. If we continue in partisan politics, we're going to have a Supreme Court that supports crime. We're going to have a judicial system that doesn't know how to fight crime and is hampered by its Supreme Court. You're going to have a Congress and a Senate that can basically sit around and play checkers all day long because nothing's going to get done. And it all boils down to the same thing I was talking about the other day, is complacency. That's how Trump got elected the first time. That's how he'll get elected the second time. Not because his supporters aren't complacent. They're radicals. Radicals are never complacent. Radicals get out there and do stuff, okay? The rest of the world sits around and watches. That's complacency. That complacency, that feel-good thing that, oh, it can't happen. And that's what they believed when Trump won. They didn't believe it could happen. They didn't believe the American public was dumb enough to do that. Well, the Democrats, this is the second election the Democrats have been stupid in. All right? Not for the complacency, but for the candidates they put forward. Hillary Clinton was not an overly popular character. Okay? She had a lot of baggage. You know, and there were Democrats that were screaming, "Lock her up!" at the same time, because they remembered things that happened when she was married to President Clinton. And then you have, now you have Joe Biden. I don't remember seeing speeches and whatnot of Joe Biden when he first got elected, and I'm sure, based upon the way my body's reacted in the last 4 years, I can tell you 4 years ago I was in much better shape than I am right now. Okay, I could walk better. I didn't have so much. What's the word? Attention problems. I didn't have the attention problems that I have now, where I can forget what I'm saying in the middle of a sentence or a video, and I have to go back and try and figure things out again. So I know what I'm going to be. And if I'm alive, I'll be lucky to be alive in 4 years, okay? Or the end of 2025. Or the end of, what's the next election would be, 2024, 2030, okay? Be 82 years old, I'll be lucky if I can function, if I can walk, all right? Part of my problem is where I am located now, because old people are not the favorite people down here, okay? They don't really care, you know? So, you know, have to wait and see what happens. But I don't know what else to say right now. I'm at a loss for words. Well, not a loss for words. I just don't know where I can go and what I can say to convince people to get up off their asses, campaign, vote, do whatever it takes. I'm not sure changing candidates at this point in time is a good move. But I think everybody, Republicans and Democrats, need to read Project 2025. The 800 pages are hard to get through. So is Mein Kampf. But that's what happened in Germany. Nobody wanted to read it. Nobody wanted to pay attention. All they wanted to do was the economy to turn around and things to get better. Everybody wants things to get better. First of all, things don't get better right away. Okay? So you got to work at it. That's an important thing. Remember, you got to work at it if you want things to get better. All right. I guess that's all. I've been, yelling and screaming and whatever around the house, talking to myself, so I just came on here to talk to you. I think that I will go live tomorrow morning around 11 a.m. Don't count, check out YouTube, see if the video for, let's see, what am I going to title it? Jeff and Lucy. Okay, I always put my dog on my titles of my videos and stuff like that. So look on YouTube for Jeff and Lucy. Look for it on Facebook on my page. Look for it Blogger. Where else do I put it? Tumblr. See if it's if you catch it. If you can catch it live around 11 o'clock, fine. I think you have to go to YouTube to catch it live. But check me out tomorrow around 11 o'clock. I'm shooting for 11 o'clock, but I don't know what the weather's going to be. I don't know what's going to happen in the morning with Lucy. So, but try to check me out, okay? And if you're there live watching it, say something. Yell at me, scream at me, tell me you're an asshole, All right, I'm out of here.